What's up, everybody? It's the Slickster, DaSilva Fox Entertainment. We're going to call this video right here Speed Bump number 2 because I can already see what it's turned into. If you tuned in to Speed Bump number 1, you know that I sent out a whole bunch of envelopes and catalogs to a whole bunch of different people, and a whole bunch of it came back. I'm starting to realize that the penitentiaries that I was housed at are not allowing my envelopes to make it through. Maybe it's because it says DaSilva Fox Entertainment. Maybe my name's I don't know what the deal is. I haven't exactly figured it out, but that's my assumption. So I went to my P.O. box, and I got 3 more manila envelopes, and I wanted them to open up with you so you can see what kind of a struggle that I'm having with this thing. Once I get over these speed bumps and this thing gets going a certain kind of way, I know it's going to be fruitful, but let's see what we got. Okay, this one says Indian Creek Correctional Center. Let's see what we got. Okay. We have a catalog, a picture that I sent, and somebody named Antonio Flax, somebody I've known for like 10 years in the penitentiary. Virginia Department of Corrections, Commonwealth of Virginia, to DaSilva Fox Entertainment, LLC, to A. Flax. It says, according to 803.1, all commercially distributed photographs are required to have vendor's identification information affixed to each individual photograph. The vendor information must include the vendor's name and address. Well, that is actually good news, even though it seems like it's bad news. Here's the picture that I sent this dude, and there is nothing on the back of it except for where it came from when I got it from the printing shop. So, we have just learned that at, what was it? Indian Creek, I can send these catalogs to Indian Creek as long as the pictures themselves have the stamp on the back. And I already have the stamps made. I just didn't know that, so I wouldn't have put it on there. See, I didn't waste the stamps, the stickers, on sending out the first group, because the first group, all the pictures were free. I didn't charge anybody for that. So the plan is that if anybody spent money, then that would actually say that on the back. So that's just something that we've learned in the process. All right, let's see what else we got here. Okay, this one, it says Red Onion State Prison. Red Onion State Prison is the highest level prison in the Virginia DOC. It's where most of the people that are like murderers and serial killers and, you know, all this crazy stuff or people that have killed people in the system, they got long-term segregation up there, 23 and 1. They only come out for 1 hour. They don't even let you out of the cell to take showers. They roll the shower to your cell, and then they open your door, they lock it in, and that way you can walk out of the cell into the shower, and it's got like a hose attached to it. So let's see what we got. Okay. So, what do we got here? Okay, we have the envelope. This went to a guy named Juan Rosario, who I knew him at Sussex 1. He's a Latin king, and I did some time with him. Well, interesting enough, this particular picture that I sent to him had the 18 USC on it, which is saying that the chicks that are in the pictures are over 18. So here's the chick that I sent to him, and he's a Spanish dude, so I know he would love this. Okay, and let's see what this one says. This one says Red Onion State Prison, Pound, Virginia. It says thumbnail print must be at least 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches. Okay, so that right there is telling us, what's up, nephew? That right there is telling us that this would have made it into Red Onion State Prison had my thumbnails been bigger. Okay, my thumbnails are not that big because they are actually 1 inch by 3/4 of an inch. So that way I can fit as many of them on there as possible. So that deems a little bit of an issue because I'd have to go back to the print shop and then change everything over. But at this point, I only have 5 people that I was dealing with at Red Onion State Prison anyways. So I'll have to try to figure a way to pivot for that. But that'll tell me that the next time I make these catalogs, I need to change the same thing with that. Every time I'm doing this, I'm learning something new. Okay, and this one says DaSilva Fox Entertainment, LLC, Greensville Correctional. Well, we already know what they're going to say. They're going to say the same thing that they've been saying. And I want everybody to know that I have reached out and tried to get a hold of this Warden Ponteri on 3 occasions. I've left 3 messages from him. He's not going to answer back. He don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Let's just keep it real. All right. I've also filed with the Better Business Bureau about it too, because technically all this is legal. They can't stop it. Okay, let's see. Jose Santiago, Charles Birdsong, Jeremiah Oberman, Lord Allah, Royal Stewart, Alan Ralph, Tyrone Robbins, Brandon Davis. Every single one of those has been opened up and inspected. Let's see what we got. Okay, same thing as last time. No nude, semi-nude personal photograph pictures are permitted. Okay, the same thing I'm going to say before as I said this time. These are not personal photographs. These are pictures of models. A personal photograph is like me trying to send you, let's just say you were married and you said, hey, my wife is going to send you a couple pictures of me. And then I take it and I go like that and send it in. See, at the end of the day, they wouldn't know either or if it was or wasn't, as long as it met the criteria. But what they're just using this right here is just a blocking technique. So I just wanted to give everybody the heads up that this is what I'm up against right here. I'm into this thing for about $700. Haven't made $1 yet, but I'm not giving up. I'm just not giving up. I appreciate y'all for tuning in.